Om Shanti. Wish you all a very happy new year. This year, 2023, we came and like time is flying, and we came with the topic a fresh book of 365 days, 365 pages. Well, New Year is a global festival. Almost all of us in whole world, despite of any religion, any region, any nationality, the world celebrates this festival altogether. And most of the countries are in winters this time. And New Year change of calendar brings new enthusiasm. We all try to do something new. This festival is that festival where we are, so many things are changed. In this festival, we do not look for the day, like which day this festival is coming. Like look for, um, we look for Easter or Holi or Eid, that what's the date Eid is coming. But this festival is a calendar festival where we all know date is quite fixed. When we come up with new calendar on our desk, on our walls, in our phones, we find a freshness in calendar. Time is very powerful. Time is very mighty. It is almost next to almighty. Time gives you a book every year. A book contains 365 pages, but this book is unique. This book has some, um, this book has got some norms, some disciplines which you have to follow, some conditions. This book says that you can write only one page of this book every day. At the end of year, you'll have a very nice book in your hand. This book can help you in your library, and this book will give you reference later in your life. But when I came with New Year, this book of my consciousness, well, another condition with this book is you can write each page of this book only after the day has crossed. 365 pages means it is automatically understood. It is going to be 365 days, and each day one page. So this book says you have to write each page once the day is over or at the verge of being over. You can plan for a book, you can plan for the page, but what has happened throughout the day, you can write this book at the end of the day. Now, this fresh book, what type of book I want to make this? I can make a cocktail, but if you give this book to an artist, that this will come up with like an art book. If you will give it to a student, it may be coming like notes book. If you give this book to a research person, it may be coming like with very informative book. If you give it to a poet, it may be coming up like poetry book. We can make a cocktail also. But when I am sitting to write my book every day, at the end of the day, at this moment, with this fresh book, do you think we have an old book also? Old book of 2022. And that those 365 days just completed few hours before. So a complete, wholly completed written book is with me. Reference with that book. I mean to say, one page is not enough to write everything, but book has given you one page only. So here comes the matter to filter, to take it forward. If I think about my life in 2022, do I remember all my breakfasts, all my dresses, all the people to whom I meet? No. I remember a few breakfasts or a few lunch of the previous year, but only a few. Why? Because they were special, they were memorable. I'll remember a few people, they were memorable. I'll remember some difficulties. On the same time, I'll remember some achievements. I'll remember some good or bad milestones of the year. It is important to filter out. If you will not filter out your consciousness, there is an automated filter machine here, automatically. It will automatically filter your emotions, your memory. But in that case, you may lose a few important memories, which were important to take forward, to repeat and to learn a few things. Or sometimes, because in this automated memory, in this automated, filter, if you revise more number of time, so that automatically that gives a message that this is important memory. And that memory gets settled. And that filter will allow that memory to be on your page. That may be a bad memory, which makes your mood bad, which makes your energy down, which makes you feel little bad, down, little means down. But basically, we need to take hold of my own consciousness, that what I want to take forward. Every day, it's a normal thing. We collide with some good or some bad aspects of life. This is life. So things will be good, things will be bad. But if I keep remembering bad things in my life, slowly, 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 they get deposited on my pages in the book. And my book is going to become scribbling book. Whether it was going to be an art book, and now it has become a scribbling book. If I want to make my yearbook beautiful, it is not required to write whole page every day. It is not required to carry all the memory all the time, every day. It is required to carry good memories. I think you remember the class for setting your upset mood. In that session, we were talking about triggers and likable and non-likable triggers. So when we say likable triggers can set your mood immediately. Non-likable triggers, if you collide with, your mood is upset. Even if your mood is upset, if knowingly, consciously, you revise likable triggers or you go into likable triggers, your mood is going to get set. And then you can come into your work easily. When we talk about filtering my memories, it is good to take likable triggers all the way, carry forward with us. And this is how This book, the fresh book of 365 pages, this book will become a poetry book. Well, you can find a rhythm in this book. Our previous administrative head, Dadi Janki ji, she left her body at the age of 103. And Dadi Janki ji was a versatile person. She was very good at her work every time. At the age of 100 or 101 or 102, we have seen Dadi ji. She used to forget many things very easily. Like if you ask her, you remember we came to this place earlier? She'll say, I don't remember. Maybe we have come. If you remind her, she'll remember. But if you ask her, if you ask Dadi that yesterday we came to this park, you remember? I said, okay, yesterday. Okay, let me recall, and she'll remember it. But if you ask her, Dadi, do you remember what has happened in 1936? What has happened in 1950? How you went to London and how you dedicated yourself to services of mankind? Dadi will say, yes, I remember. And Dadi immediately recall and explain everything. Dadi said one day, I filter my memories. I tell my memories to delete a few memories. And I tell my consciousness to keep safe a few memories. Life has to go ahead. Life will give you pain and happiness also. Life is a combination of success and failure. But if you think that failures are really failures are those things where you are of nothing, of no use, and you failed and you have no choice to go ahead. Actually not. A wonderful saying is, failures are pillars of success. If I'm able to extract some gist from failures, which can help me to understand, okay, this failure was not only a failure, this failure was containing some experiences. This failure enriched me with some new practices. This failure increased my knowledge. Then actually your failure become pillar. In the same way, every year is going to give you ups and downs, black and white. Now, what do you have to carry with? Maybe sometimes we don't try to carry some negativity, but it comes all the time. Okay. If it is coming all the time in your mind, like this or something, in that scenario, why don't we remember it in such a way that it is going to give me some beautiful, nice feelings inside? Life has given you a new book. If you will write anything or not, it is not your choice. If you will not write anything in this book, life will write something in this book, because it's an automated machinery. Every year you have to make a book and you have to carry it with you, this internal book. So whether you like it or don't, but you have to carry this book. If you will write, you may write a little bit, but you end that page. This is over. This much only I wanted to write for today. Life automatic machinery is broken down then. It is not going to interfere in your consciousness. But if you do not do it, if you do not consciously, you do not write there, then what happens? Then life will write something. And that may be not of your choice. If it is not of your choice, then you will not feel good. And that memory will become a burden on you. And that is why sometimes we say, this year didn't go very well. Why? Because you are carrying many negative memories for this year. It is good not to carry any memory instead of carrying negative memories, because these negative memories are almost like um, a painful, rotting subject in your mind. These are rotting all the time, and that smell, that rotten smell, is keep coming and destroying your mood. So it is good not to remember things instead of remembering bad things. So, two ways. Either I change my memory to remember those incidents in a better way. And spirituality, of course, Raj Yoga can help you in this. Change these things in such a way that you can generate powerful energy, even positive, very, very good energy from even bad or failure memories. But if you are not filtering your consciousness, so for this, we have to make a practice. Think for it. You have a book. A few years back, few decades back, maybe even one decade before also, there was a very common fashion at the time of verge of New Year. People used to give gifts as New Year diaries. It was a lot there in fashion, New Year diaries. And so many, all business people used to give that same gift. These days, diaries, now no one writes, and we all type mostly. So diary concept is over. Maybe digital diaries are there. But you may ask or not, this book is there in your consciousness. If you sit and think about 2022, you'll find you're able to recall only few pages of last book. So only few pages. Where the rest of pages gone? And sometimes we miss beautiful memories. For this, we in Brahmakumaris, we generally sit in meditation at the end of the day. Before we go to sleep, before we go to sleep, we revise our day. We filter consciously, knowingly, we filter our memories. We consciously order our mind and intellect to delete a few. And consciously, we tell our intellect, remember this. This will come in use later. And you will find once you take hold of your memory, you will find your consciousness is changing because you're becoming master. You are not driven by your consciousness. A very general thing is, I don't know how that moment came in my mind. I gone into that memory and I felt so bad. I was feeling dull and so and so, and I burst into tears. If you know that this memory was a painful memory, change the context. Remember it in such a way which is giving you a gain. And that method you can learn from Raj Yoga? Any simple thing, maybe something related with someone's death or loss or any breakdown. Then I can actually remember good days, because nothing is permanent. Nothing is permanent. So if there is some loss in my life, actually, instead of celebrating that attainment when it was with me, I actually, uh, all the time, I stick to the void, that emptiness of my life. And every life in this world, every page, every book for everybody, 1 or 2 or 10 or 100 pages are there, which are actually void spaces for everyone. Each one has some scarcity in their life. Instead of looking towards that void, that unfulfilled, or that scarcity, it is good if I can look towards thankfulness, gratitude feeling. If you are thanking God or thanking the person or thanking time, okay, that time was very good. So thank the time, then you won't miss it. You will actually carry that good thing. What we do, we carry that missing part. Instead, I should carry that goodness with me. So, this fresh book of 365 days tells you to take hold of your memories. Do not set autopilot, automated machine, or automated memory filter. You design your filter, consciously filter. And believe me, our mind and intellect are so obedient. The only thing is, I'm not able to order them. Take hold and order it. But the only thing is, I need to practice. I need to practice to be the king. So this year, today onwards, be the king, be the master of your own consciousness, master of your memories, not to feel bad, not to think bad. Okay? So let's meditate a little bit, just a little bit. Close your eyes and sit down. Feel inside. My life is good. I am having a balanced life. People around me are cooperative. Now, visualize yourself, a tiny star in the middle of forehead, and visualize you are radiating gratitude, positive energy of thankfulness to everybody. You are radiating power, power to be the master of your consciousness. I will design my memory. I am not on autopilot memory mode. What I want to remember and what I want to forget, I know. Visualize the star is shining bright and the star is radiating white vibrations around. I am a happy soul. I see happiness in world. I breathe with happiness. And the same I spread around. I am peaceful. Om Shanti.